Welcome back. It has been a while. Right now I'm heading quickly to stop at my repair shop to grab some stuff, but I'm actually going to be heading up to Flippin Great Pinball to do some repairs and work on some other stuff we got popping off. We are open this Friday, May 5th for First Friday, where it's $5. We give you a wristband, you get to play all night. It's also Cinco de Mayo, so we don't know if that's going to help or hurt us, because a lot of people go out to enjoy some adult beverages during that time. But just gonna stop by the shop real quick and grab a shop vac and some other little stuff before heading up to FGP. So we'll pick it up at the shop. Alright, just grabbing some stuff at the shop. Nothing really exciting here. It's starting to get super hot here in Tallahassee, so I got the fan set up. Got all the wood pulled for the Ninja Turtles door, as well as the Galaga and Pac-Man doors I gotta cut. That'll be coming probably over the weekend. I'm gonna be out of town on Saturday, but got Sunday to work on a bunch of stuff. And hopefully get rid of these two guys. Taking them a bunch of room. They're going to a new home soon, once they're primed and painted. And we'll have some more room to do other stuff. Just heading out of the shop now. There's this new truck in here. I thought it was super creepy that it I don't know how much I believe that, but got that next to the shop. Alright, so we're up at FGP. Got South Park back from FSU. We let them borrow it for a charity event they were doing to raise some money. But got all these back in, and then kind of changed some of the lineup over here. We've got Ghostbusters over there now next to the pinball party. Got rid of a lot of our janky stuff. Radio Shack was going out of business. We were lucky enough to snag one of the cabinets from there. It actually cleans it up, makes it look a bunch nicer. Got our wall and everything over there. And one of the other cool things they did while I was out of town was they added to the party room some Space Invader wall art. It's actually really cool. It's I think it's milled aluminum or something like that. It's actually really neat. They're like metal, but they're like double-sided foam tape on the wall, so we got that going on. And then we added some other little stuff up here. It looks a lot nicer once the lights are out. Kind of lights everything up. And then got some NES posters over there. Thought we had one other one. I guess we don't. But you know, just hanging up some wall art to fill up the walls, make it look a little bit more full. I think we're gonna eventually get rid of this bookshelf. We don't really use it for anything, but just thought I'd share that. It looks pretty cool. We're actually gonna be adding some more art today. I've got another NES poster, which I'll show you later, and some other little stuff. So just want to show you guys some of the new art we got for some of our stuff. This is for the console TV setup. It's gonna go on the top. Kind of just a quick little banner that just shows the game that we currently have in there. The goal of it is to swap them out every couple days or once a week or whatever we want to do. But just a simple little now playing sign. We'll put the name of the game that we got underneath that. All this stuff was made by my buddy Jared over at Copyright Copies. And then this one, I believe, is our party rental sign. Kind of like Christmas, except no video games. Yep, keep it a little easy. That's just our party rental sign. So hang up in the back there, your joust. Hopefully we'll get some more bites about our party rental. Alright, so one of the other things I'm going to tackle today is I'm going to drill some holes here for the console TV. Going to have 4 holes there for controllers in case we want to do 64 Dreamcast games. So I bought my drill up. We're going to drill 4 holes so we can fit. I think the biggest plug is a Super Nintendo plug, so that's the goal. So I'm pretty sure if we can fit that in there, we can fit any other console in there. So there's coming soon. Coming soon as in today. So we're going to drill these beasts out. So just setting up the drill. This is what we got to fit. This is the biggest plug that we're going to use, so I got to figure out which one. No, it's not going to be big enough, so we're probably going to use this big guy, which I think, yep, that'll fit. So we're going to set the drill up to use this big old beast of a hole saw to cut through those, so hopefully it goes well. So we're going to deal with the sounds of Mortal Kombat popping as I had to turn the power onto this part of the arcade, but we're going to go ahead and try to... These aren't exact, this is just kind of an estimate for me. one. Pretty big freaking hole. So, gonna do the rest now. Alright, so after seeing 2 of them, I think 2 might be enough, man. I don't want to have 85 holes, but if we ever run around the 4-player stuff, we might put some more holes in it, but I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum this up. Drill kind of chewed right through. I mean, I think that's like 3/4 inch wood, so pretty impressed with it. Clean it up and run some controllers through it, see how it looks. There we go. Got it running NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Sweet little flat CRT. I think it's a 25-inch RCA true flat. Over S-video actually looks pretty good. But I got to build a little basket for the controllers to rest in. I know they're probably going to get broken over time, but I'll have to keep buying some, keep it up and running. But it's basically just a TV to set up to run different consoles. So Super Nintendo, 64, Genesis, NES, whatever. So we'll probably put polls online to see what games people want to see in the store and change them out every week. So you can see we've got the party rail sign kind of chilling there. We might hang it up. Got a big sign that we're going to hang up there that used to hang over our old repair shop. Actually lights up. And I'm going to try to make it flash and do some cool stuff, but just want to show some of the other stuff we're going to be hanging up. Got a cool old-timey, so I'll go to the lobby. Again, to kind of hang over the creature maybe. Got a cool Battle Grega poster. We're going to hang up. And then we've got a cool, my buddies down in Tarpon have a huge arcade, like kind of like we do. This is some of the art they did a couple years ago, but I really liked it. My buddy bought me a print of it, so I'm going to hang that up too, because it looks cool. And then lastly over here, still working on it, but got one more full-size NES poster that we're going to hang up, so if you guys want to take some guesses on what game it will be, put a comment below. Alright, here it is. Metal Storm. I'm actually lucky enough to have a copy of this game. It is phenomenal. If you can pick it up on NES, I know it's kind of pricey. I think it's over $100 now, but go ahead and emulate it if you want, man. Just check this game out. It's really cool. It's pretty freaking hard, but it's amazing. It's, you know, incredibly beautiful for an NES game. It's a mech, and there's basically a gimmick involved where you flip the gravity, but not just for you. For like the entire stage, you can actually cause enemies to kind of flip upside down so you can get a better shot at them, or they can fall down pits and stuff. It's actually really neat. But that'll be hung up in the party room soon. Gonna be looking at this guy a little bit today. I've got the LCD mod in there in the window, but it's drawing too much power and it's causing the game to pop a 12-volt fuse and kind of reset sometimes. So I'm gonna use the actual original power cord, plug it into the service port to see if that'll get it to run. It's not an ideal way to run it, but until I can get a new power board or kind of figure out what's going on, I just want to kind of see if it works. So I'm gonna plug it in. Alright, so plug it into the power port. So far it seems to be okay. I'm going to put a couple games on it just to make sure that everything's working on it, but I think having it not run off the actual power board hopefully will help it from popping, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to play a couple games on it and see what it do. The joy of pinball ownership. Turned it on to play a game, and my right flipper stopped working, so I'm assuming that one of the fuses popped or something else. So we are in the back box. I believe it's F102, which is that guy right there popped, but we're going to pull it out and check it. So after checking all of the fuses, wasn't really having any luck. They all checked out good, but lifted the play field and saw something a little weird. So here's the left flipper coil. And I saw this. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be soldered onto that. So we're going to get out soldering iron, add some solder, heat that beast up, and hopefully that fixes it. Hey! Soldered the wire back onto the coil, and guess what? We have right flippers. So the screen's still booting up. It takes about a minute or so to boot up. I just turned it on. Started the game before it started, but whew, glad that's working. Let's see if it boots up here. We'll do a quick little overview while it's booting. But tidy this guy back up. Now that that's soldered back on, I had to trim some of the wire off. So old and heated and dirty that solder didn't want to stick to it, so I cut about a centimeter off, stripped it, and re-soldered it on there. It's all nice and shiny and new solder in there, but sure is taking its time to boot today. It's plugged in. Might have to double check that guy now. Let's see if we can see the screen from down here if it's booting. Looks like it's on. Might just be taking its sweet time today to boot up. But yeah, that's the screen there. It's a 19-inch or a 20-inch. I can't remember how big it is. But it's a LCD. It kind of sits down here and it basically activates during different parts of the game. But it's supposed to boot up into a mode, but I don't know if it's not doing because we'll do this. We'll restart the game. Go ahead and restart this guy. Turn this guy back on, see if it boots. So now we got no signal picture. So now it should take about, I think it's about a minute to fully boot up, so we'll see what it does. Hopefully everything's good on it. This thing's been bugging me for a while with this power board issue. It's weird, man. Everything checks out fine. It's like random. It'll sometimes it doesn't want to turn on at all. It'll just reset. Other times it'll play fine for a week before anything happens, and I don't know, but I'm hoping that taking that 12-volt load off the power board and running it off of just that straight wall outlet will help with the load. I also got the little card here. I gotta modify mount. It's a super busy play field though, so I gotta find a decent spot for it. You don't want to put it somewhere we can get a hit. I think a lot of people kind of mount it here, kind of over this way. But I was thinking maybe like, I don't know. Ooh, that's actually off. You need to tighten that up. It's not good. Tighten that screw up. Kind of popped off. Oh, there we go. Finally booted. It just took its time, but here we go. So now I'm going to put it back together and try to play a game on it, see if it resets. Yet another pin, yet another flipper repair. So apparently one of my EOS switches is busted on Funhouse. So we're going to lift up the play field to see if we can swap it, because I have a spare one right there. So we're going to pop it up and see what we can find. Yep, so it took about 2 seconds, because Rob was right. He told me where to look, and it's kind of hard to see, but if you look at this little EOS switch right here, there is supposed to be a little contact on the other side for this to hit, and it is straight up broken off. So we need to swap out this guy for the new EOS switch, which requires a lot of soldering. Let's get to it. Alright, got the switch out. Just to get a kind of a better view here, you can see the little strike pad there is missing. So we're going to go ahead and desolder this guy, put the new EOS switch in, and hopefully we'll be flipping again. So it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but we have flippers again. So new switch is in, clean up the solder a bit, cut some dead wire off there, but it seems to be working. Got 2 repairs going today. Good day so far.